called himself the new Messiah. His followers called him Moses. But behind the serene, remote facade of his commune settled in Quebec, Roch Thériault was a true monster lurking behind his religious ideology. He controlled his wives and children with starvation, forced torture, and brutal beatings, demanding absolute submission to his apocalyptic visions. From amputating limbs with crude tools to murder of his own followers, the true history of Roch Thériault and the Ant Hill Kids is not a story of faith gone wrong, but of sadism disguised as religion. This week, I dive into the cruel story where devotion becomes torture. You're listening to Lurking in the Shadows.
Hello, everybody.
Hi!
Welcome back to Lurking in the Shadows, or welcome if you're new.
Yes, here we are. It is us. I'm Amber.
And I'm Kirsten. And we're your hosts.
Today, obviously, is my little case.
Yes.
And pre-warning ahead of time, and I do have warnings in it, it's a little gruesome for today. So, Happy New Year!
Woo!
Yeah.
And if you are a recurrent listener, you'll notice that our intro is a little different.
Yes.
We would like some feedback. We're only going to do a few episodes like this to see what you guys think. If you like the new episode with our hook at the beginning, or if you would just prefer us to go back to the old, let us know.
Yeah. We're very adaptable. We're here for you people. So let us know.
Yes, we want to do what you like.
Let us know. Do you like the new intro? If not, no biggie. We'll go back to the just easing on into it. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would like to give us your opinion on that, you can shoot us that Gmail. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Or leave a comment on any of the episodes. Yeah.
Yes. Please.
We're on Facebook, Instagram. You can DM us on those as well.
Yeah, very true. I didn't even think about that. Well, I guess for this new year, I will jump right into this new episode. All right. So, to preface, his name I saw both as Roch and Roch. I'm going to call him Roch because I feel like it just flows a little bit easier, but if it is incorrect, I apologize ahead of time. But I've heard it both ways, so I can't say I'm incorrect.
Yeah.
Roch Thériault was born first of 7 children. He was born May 16th, 1947 in St. Epiphany in Quebec, Canada. He was raised in Thetford Mines in a poor French Canadian and Catholic family. Roch was born out of incest when his mother was unfortunately raped by his grandfather, resulting in his birth.
Oh, that's terrible.
People, obviously, yeah. And like, I couldn't, my next one is like how people look down on the mother, and it's like, really? Like,
That wasn't her fault.
like it's her fault. Like, come on. Like, she's raising this child that happened out of this terrible thing. Like, back up, man. Back off her ass.
Mm-hmm. People suck.
People do suck. So people look down on the mother because of this, but she was determined her son would stay on the right path and become a priest. He grew up with a stepfather that would beat him, and his mother was too afraid to do anything about it, unfortunately. This caused Roch to shut down and isolate from family. He would have outbursts of anger towards his family and his friends. This unfortunately led to Roch, who was reportedly very intelligent at his age, to drop out in 7th grade. This is around the time that he began developing a drinking problem as well. He began working on, dropping out of 7th grade. Yep. I mean, his upbringing seems pretty terrible. Not like, like we always go over these backgrounds, not to justify, just to give you the preface of their lives and how we got here. But
right, because we can feel bad for what they dealt with at that time in their life. Like, no one deserves to go through that.
Yeah, a little 7th grader, being beat by their stepfather is sad, no matter who the person is.
Yes.
He did eventually find a decently stable job at a. Oh, I gotta go back. Sorry. He began working odd jobs with his family, who was in and out of different homeless shelters at the time. He did eventually find a decently stable job at a woodworking shop. And on November 11th, 1967, Roch married Francine Grenier. They had two children together. Roch Sylvan was born January 1969, and Francis was born in April of 1971. The couple was divorced by 1974, and Giselle LaFrance would later become his next wife when they met while he was selling hand-carved mugs. They will eventually divorce in 1977, right around the time that he starts his commune. He developed stomach ulcers around 1970 and had had surgery on it, but suffered from extreme stomach pain for the rest of his life. It is suspected that this incident fueled his interest in healing and medicine.
Okay.
By the age of 25, he had met an Adventist pastor, which then inspired him to teach himself the Old Testament of the Bible. In 1977, fueled by the idea that the world was coming to an end with a battle between good and evil, Roch converted from Catholic to Seventh day Adventist. One of the beliefs uh, that he first started practicing was holistic healing through healthy foods and other healthy choices like no alcohol, no tobacco, no caffeine, and a diet of mostly whole foods.
Well, this sounds okay so far.
Yeah, not bad. I've done it. I've done
Yeah.
something like that, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
He even began preaching these beliefs in small groups to people he could gather. These preachings also slowly began to incorporate his beliefs of the approaching Armageddon. He did a lot of traveling around, preaching and recruiting people to come back and live with him and his wife in their apartment. It didn't take long for the small group to be convinced to leave their jobs, sell their possessions, and build a small commune with him. Chantal Labrie decided to move in and never enrolled in college like her plan was. Her parents became very concerned when they slowly lost contact with her.
Understandably.
Yes. This commune was officially established in 1977 by the name the Ant Hill Kids. Roch claimed it was because of their hard-working nature, like ants.
Oh, okay.
The ant, yeah. I mean, I kind of think it's pretty random. I feel like there's some pretty, I don't know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, better options of an animal or an insect over an ant. But to each their own,
Yeah.
The Anthill Kids was located in Sainte Marie, Quebec. He believed he was to lead a group of pure people through the end of the world, which he thought was coming in February of 1979. While here, he continued recruiting people with pop up locations called Clinique Vivre en Santé, meaning healthy living clinic, where he offered detoxification courses, which I don't know what that included, how we're
Yeah. What all does
detoxifying
that
people.
entail?
Yeah, like, but apparently, I mean, he was recruiting people, so whatever he was spitting to them at these
Hmm.
things, bringing them in. So,
Yeah. I'm sure it wasn't full of truth, you know.
but yeah, yeah, it's what you want to hear, not what you should hear.
Hmm. Yeah.
When he put more emphasis on his predicted end of the world approaching, this is when he took the group and they hiked into the mountains to the Gase Peninsula. He called this new settlement the Eternal Mountain. By this point, he is going by Moses to his followers. He has total control because all of these people are now completely isolated in the mountain from everyone, and also they are now
Mhm.
forbidden to communicate with their families. They were waiting on February 17th, 1979 for the end of the world. That was the official date. Believing all of
Do you
them
know
would.
how he got that date?
No, I don't know actually how he wound up getting that date. And I mean, obviously, you'll see him. He's fucking wrong.
So it's wrong.
Yeah, I don't newsflash, guys. I don't know if you knew, but February 17th, 1979, it did not happen. But I don't know how he exactly came to that conclusion of that exact date, but I
Mhm.
do know when he is talking to all his followers and stuff, he is acting like he's pulling all of this out of the Bible. You know, like he's Moses,
Mhm.
he's the Messiah, he's speaking for God.
He's all knowing.
Yes, yeah, he is the prophet.
Okay.
In the meantime, on Eternal Mountain, everyone worked together, building cabins, growing fruits and vegetables, and made extra money by selling baked goods and crafts in the nearby towns. He blessed each member and encouraged them to change their names to something more biblical to seem a little more holy. When February came and nothing happened, Rock explained it away by saying God's time and the Bible's time and Earth's time were two different timelines. So they must not have matched up correctly. And that's why the world didn't end.
Okay.
Everyone, yeah, they all believed him, of course.
Oh gosh.
Uh, and then we just like moved on from that. Like it's never discussed again about when the ending of
Mhm.
the world is supposed to
Okay,
happen.
so the world is no longer going to end. We're just going to live our lives.
Yeah, like I never found anywhere else where I mean cuz he has total control. So these people
Mhm.
especially
Yeah.
we're going to get into it like they're not um trying to be resistant to him, you know, they're just trying to
Mhm.
be followers.
Yeah.
And so it's never brought up again and they probably just never felt uh, the confidence to question this man.
Mhm. Yeah,
He
cults always amaze me because I'm like, I don't understand how anyone can be so blind and oblivious to what's going on.
yes, they just fall in line. Like you
Yes. And
I know I don't mean to say it like this because I know it's different. It's like the action is way different than the words. But it's hard to not sit here and wonder like why didn't you just walk away?
mhm.
You know, like they weren't
Right.
handcuffed there. They weren't held at gunpoint against their will,
Mhm. But
but
they're very loyal.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. And we probably will never understand that perspective unless we were actually in a cult, which I
Mhm.
don't think you'll find me one. If it was an accident,
No,
if it happened.
you will. Let's hear me here. You will never see me in a call.
Yeah, like, and if I wind up at one, I don't know how I got there. So,
Yeah, same. I was brainwashed somehow.
yeah, like I don't know what
Aliens
happened.
sent me.
So it took me. So
Yeah.
a month after the predicted end of the world, the police came looking for Chantal Labrie, but they were not allowed to enter the commune. They were turned away. And then another month went by, and this was right after Rock did a radio interview discussing his mission with his commune. The police came back and raided the commune to force Chantel to go to the hospital for a psych evaluation after her parents reported concerns. So Rock was got charged. He was arrested for obstruction of justice, but I couldn't find exactly how long he had served, and he got that because
Okay.
he wouldn't give up Chantel in the beginning when the police first came and stuff. So,
Mhm.
but after him and Chantel both returned to the commune when they were both released, him from jail and her from the hospital, they both returned.
She was
He
allowed to
began
return.
claiming, yeah, yeah, she's over the age, so I guess like
Yeah.
her parents couldn't do anything, and
Yes.
if that's where she wanted to go, I guess who can stop her, type of thing. He began claiming to be a prophet. All of the women were his wives, and they must bear his children.
Oh no.
By the end of the yeah, by the end of this, he has I mixed numbers. I couldn't get an exact number, but the most popular number I saw was at the end of this 23 children, and it was between 8 and 9 wives that he had these 23 children with. So polygamy is has now been established into the cult. That was kind of not from the beginning, like that wasn't how
Mm-hmm.
everybody was coming into this. And this is
Yeah.
where everything started to really spiral for a lot of the members, and Roch started to spiral, honestly.
It's only a
So
matter of time.
yeah, I mean, they all eventually like you can see just from this little bit I've already built up to. I feel like I can already see how he's that control, out in the middle of nowhere. He can't talk to family
Mm-hmm.
and all that. Even though I'm telling you, because my trigger warning's coming up. This gets so much worse, guys. This is terrible.
Oh, great.
That this is. Do you know anything about this case and what happened?
No, I read when I was like looking for cases to add to our list. Like I saw a little summary, but I don't know
Okay.
like graphic details.
Okay. All right. Well, prepare yourself. Sure. So, but I can even tell, like up until this point, like he is on a deep dive down the path of being a terrible cult leader. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is going way past the whole religion uh
Mm-hmm.
group together. So here's your trigger warning. Pretty much from here to the end of the episode, they're sprinkled in here of a lot of torture. Children are involved, things like that. So if that is not your cup of tea, we'll see you in the next episode. That's okay. But
Yeah.
otherwise, if you like that kind of shit, stick around. Um,
Well, not like it, but if you can tolerate hearing it.
okay, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean. We all have that morbid curiosity. I'd be curious
Yeah.
what if I was listening to this from the outside and somebody told me that, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
morbidly curious as to what torture we're going to talk about, okay?
Yes.
Don't feel
Morbid
shamed that
curiosity.
you're curious.
I mean, you're listening to true crime, so you have morbid curiosity in you to begin with.
Yeah, it had to start somewhere to click on this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So. Over the course of many years, what started as an innocent spiritual commune turned slowly into a personal hell for Rock's followers. He began drinking, even though it was not allowed. This caused him to become
Oh,
more
crap.
aggressive. Yep. And he even started becoming more erratic during his preachings and very aggressive during his preachings. He also began punishing members in cruel and unusual ways when he thought that they were just simply betraying him. He forced members to stop communicating with each other unless he gave them permission to. So now they're not even talking to one another. They needed permission to be romantic or to have sex with their partners. Because I mean, these people he's bringing, they are some of them are married families and things like that he's bringing in.
Mm-hmm.
He would begin making up instances that didn't happen that he felt deserved punishment. Like he's just making up stories. Some punishments included self mutilation, including genital mutilation, beatings with things like belts and hammers.
Like
He
he's
did,
mutilating their genitals.
yeah, and he's doing that to others, and others are doing that to each other. Yeah, a lot of
Oh,
the genital mutilation was like done by like a blowtorch. Um,
oh no.
yeah, so I'm sure there was other. That was one that I could sit here and confirm was the mutilation, was the blowtorch.
You know that'd be where I'd be like, "Alright, I'm out. I'm SpongeBobbing it."
I yeah. Yep. Yeah, yeah. I mean, man. I mean, this is something. This man.
I'm
Um,
glad you covered this.
I have done some pretty brutal ones over the last few months. Why don't you take
You have.
some of this therapy session worthy stuff? I'm just kidding. I don't mind.
Well, the next one I'll be releasing is not great. So
Okay, all right. So you get it from both of us. Look at you, you lucky
yeah.
dogs. He did humiliating things as punishment as well, including suspending them from ceilings, making them go to the bathroom in front of everyone, or others would poop on them as punishment.
No.
Some would,
No.
yep,
No.
Oh, here we're gonna keep on going. Let me tell you, this is a snowball. I started out real small, and
How
we're gonna snowball to a boulder of this, man.
how do they how do these people even go long? Like you're asking me to poop on someone? No. Why are these people going along with this?
I don't know. Like, I don't know
You know
how.
it's a call. I get it, but they are guilty with by association, 100%.
They are.
This is not
Yes.
okay.
No. Yeah. I feel the same way. That like there has to everybody
No
has to
one was
have.
forcing you there.
Yeah.
No one was forcing you to do this unless he's holding a gun to their head. I don't know, but
I
no,
never
that's
read
not no.
anything about them, that they're being forced to
Mm-hmm.
do these things under that kind of pressure. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like every human comes with some kind of morals, even if they're shitty
Yes.
ones. Do you know what I mean? And when were these people going to draw the line? Because like this gets worse. We're gonna get into it. It gets even
Mm-hmm.
worse. When were these people gonna draw the line for
Right.
themselves even? Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Right. If you can't draw a line of pooping on someone, uh, I don't- that's concerning that you would do worse. That's,
Yep. Yeah. So some reports said they were even forced to eat this poop or eat dead rotting
no,
animals.
no.
Yeah.
I'm checking out. Bye.
I'm just,
There's a window right here. I might go through it.
I'm, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The only way I am eating poop is if there is a gun to my head. And I'm telling you, I might.
Even then, please shoot me.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm
I
not doing
might.
it.
I beg for the bullet hole,
I
Like,
know. Yeah,
like,
you're just gonna have to shoot me because I'm not doing that.
I'm not eating no poop, man.
No,
Yeah.
I'd rather die. Like I'm not kidding. Please shoot
Yes.
me.
Yeah. Jesus. And like people are watching this happen too. Like,
Yeah, like this is wild.
this is wild. He shaved people's heads, plucked out body hairs one by one, and also starved them as punishment. Members were even forced to sit on top of hot stoves, break their own legs with sledgehammers. And all of this is what he is doing
Break
to
their
anyone.
own leg.
Yes. Yep.
What is wrong with these people?
Yeah. I don't know how he is forcing these people to do these
You're
things,
gonna
but he
let
forces.
someone tell you to break your own leg with a sledgehammer?
Yeah. Yep. And he's doing all this to anyone that he thought is like just disobeying him. This doesn't include
I don't know.
what you know. I wish I know. During this whole thing, like I did take breaks from this. I'm like, Jesus, craminy, I need to like
Good.
put the Sopranos on or something. um, so all of this doesn't include what he made his followers do to each other as well. He made them cut off each other's toes, ripping them off with pliers just to test if they
No,
are that loyal to him.
no, I'm not. No,
Kirsten's
I'm not that loyal to anyone.
word of the episode is no. No.
Or I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm out. Like the SpongeBob me. I am
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yep.
He had them shoot each other in areas that also would not kill them. One of his followers, Gabriel Lavelles, was a survivor who was tortured with a hand torch used on her private areas.
My God,
Multiple teeth were forcibly removed. She
no.
had a needle broken off in her spine. One of her
What?
fingers was cut off with wire cutters. Her
What do you
breast,
mean in her spine?
yeah, a needle was broken off in her spine. He is doing like he is experimenting is what he's doing. Like he's experimenting on
Yeah,
these people like as torture
because he
and
doesn't know what the
punishment.
long-term
Like
effects of this is going to be.
no, he's just doing it. Like
Like
and
you don't
he
mess with the spine.
yeah, no. And why are we sticking a needle in there anyway? You know, in the body anyway, let alone the spine.
Right. That.
Yeah. One of her fingers was cut off with wire cutters. Her
No.
breasts were mutilated, and
Nope.
her hand was smashed with the blunt side of an axe. So, after all of that to her, he then straightened her finger by pinning it to the table with a hunting knife for an hour. And while her
Straighten
hand
her
is,
finger.
yeah, like I don't know, I don't, honestly, I don't know where this man's mind was going, like where he was going with any of these procedures and things like that. Like,
He was getting
I
some
don't
sort
know.
of sick thrill out of it and amusement.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know if it was a fetishized thing to him, or he was just like curious and experimenting, or I don't know. I really don't know where he was going with all of this. But
Because I can't even like picture this happening, but to be there and see it and hear it, that's completely different.
yeah, yeah, and like
And
his
to continue
followers are
on with it.
there. This, yeah.
Why didn't anyone take an
Um.
axe and cut his head off?
Anyway, we're like, man, it would only take
Why is
one
no one
solid
attacking this man?
blow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And it's really sad that how much these
Mm-hmm.
people are going or go through torture
Mm-hmm.
wise, um and not do anything to him, you know. Yeah, this one is truly crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
So with her hand now pinned to the table, I don't know what he was trying to do with her hand. If he's trying to like magically fix it after he smashed it with his axe, I don't know. But when this wasn't doing whatever it is that Rock wanted it to do, healing her or whatever it was, he took a doll meat cleaver and hacked her arm off.
What?
Yeah,
The entire arm.
the entire arm.
Because he couldn't straighten it out?
Yeah, whatever he was trying to do. Yeah, yep,
So cutting the whole arm off is going to fix it.
yeah. So he just cut that arm off
Okay,
and
bye.
yeah. I'm telling you, like each sentence gets crazier because the next one, the next, okay. So he didn't do anything to this wound. He just cut it off. We got a raw stump here.
Jesus.
A few days later, he cauterized the wound, so this still bleeding arm, with a drive shaft from a truck that he warmed up with a torch. Yeah, let that sink in.
Again, I gotta go. I can't be here.
Yes, yes. That is what he did.
The nurse in me wants to die right now.
Yeah, yeah. I
This
don't
is
know.
horrendous.
Yeah, like literally cauterizing it with a hot piece of metal from a car. She survived all of this, by the way.
Holy moly.
Yeah, and here it is.
I mean,
And
I'm glad, but at the same time, would I have wanted to survive that? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know because she also she tells her story later. So I feel like she comes
Mm-hmm.
around. But
Phew.
yeah, who is right. Like I don't this next sentence also is whew because she survived all that and she tried to run away. She tried to escape the commune, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But when she ran, she was scared and she was alone and she didn't know any other life except for the commune. So she ended up returning
Lady,
to what was familiar to
whatever
her,
is out
even
there,
though it was torture.
whatever is out there is not any worse than what you're going to experience back there.
I know you wish you could have met her in the woods when she's running with literally a fucking sawed off
Mm-hmm.
arm through the woods. I wish I could
Yeah.
have met her and been like, keep running. You
Uh-huh. I
know, like
know.
it. But
Literally, I'd rather come across a saber-toothed tiger out there than go back to that commune.
yeah, you know, the man or the
Like,
bear. Bring me a bear. We're in Canada. Bring me the
yes,
grizzly.
please. Please. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, when she returned, she was punished for running away. and
Oh,
betraying,
Jesus.
because everything's disobedience and betrayal, and so
Mm-hmm.
his
What is he
ego.
gonna do to her now? What else could he do to this woman?
But yeah, I didn't actually read what like the punishment was afterwards because she already went through all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't imagine. Like, what the hell else are you gonna do? The raging infection in this woman is probably punishment enough, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's lucky she survived that.
Yeah. A quote from her reliving her torture said, quote, and I don't know, I'm guessing because this is Quebec and they spoke French and things that English isn't their first language, or this was translated, I'm not exactly sure, but there is some grammatical errors in here, but I'm going to read it as the quote is. He was going berserk again. He was in one of his crazy moods and he wanted to check my hand. He thrust a knife into the back of my hand. I couldn't move. The blade went quite deep. I couldn't move because of the knife being stuck in the table. A long time passes. Nothing was said. I can't move. I say nothing for what he might do next. I was there 30 or 45 minutes helpless. He said the arm must come off. He used a small kitchen knife. It was dull, and he couldn't finish. It took so long, so long. I never lost consciousness. I feared that if I
How?
fainted, then would think I was dead and do something terrible to me. End quote. Yeah. And this
So
is
he
done with
didn't
no
just whack it
anesthesia.
off with an axe. He's using a dull knife to cut her fucking arm off.
Yeah. No anesthesia. Nothing.
I gotta
And
go.
she
I'm
didn't,
jumping out this window.
yeah, she didn't even pass out. She watched that man, saw her fucking arm off.
That's like that survival story of that girl that like got a ride with a trucker, and he cut both her arms off and dumped her down an embankment, and she somehow survived and climbed her way back up.
I think I know.
That's what
I
this
don't know
reminds me of.
the name or anything, but that sounds familiar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's horrific.
Yeah. So, yeah. Like,
Like the fact that people can like just somehow overcome these things is mind blowing.
yeah. Yes. What your human body can go through, it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, blows my mind completely of
Mm-hmm.
what you can
Yeah.
really go through, especially through when your body knows like that fight or flight and like this is pure survival. What your body can go through is insane,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I hope nobody ever has to find out what their body can go through. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
so Maurice Grenier, who was pregnant, she was another follower, had two of her ribs broken when she ate two extra pancakes, so that was her punishment.
Was she pregnant while he broke her ribs?
Yep. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He, again, trigger warning for the children torture here. He even, I don't go into great detail, but I do list what
Mm-hmm.
happens. Like, um, he even tortured the children by beating them. He also burned them. They were sexually abused. They were suspended over fires, and he would nail them to trees and have the other kids stone them.
What do you What do you mean nail them to a tree? Like Jesus?
That's what I pictured in my head. Like I didn't see pictures or like full description of like, this hand was nailed or this hand was nailed or a foot was nailed
Yeah,
or
what was nailed? What
it was just that the
I
children
don't
they were
want to know.
nailed
You
to
know,
the
I
tree.
don't want to know.
Yeah, actually you're right. Yeah.
And then while stuck there, nailed,
He would have
stones are being thrown at them.
yep, other kids are stoning the child. And this is all of these things are done because of some kind of punishment for them doing whatever he feels is punishable.
Where are these children's parents?
Ugh,
Like I know you're all in a cult, but like you're just allowing your child to stone another child
yes.
that is nailed to a tree for probably doing something as stupid as,
Uh,
oh, he used two tissues instead of one.
yeah, yeah, literally, probably, yes. That's literally what like. It seemed like he was coming up with these punishments over a stupid thing like that. Like, two ribs
Mm-hmm.
broken for two extra pancakes? Bitch, she's fucking
Right.
pregnant. Let her eat. And probably
Like
pregnant with your child.
probably, yeah. And
Like,
whatever
fuck.
you did feed her probably was not enough to sustain the two of them anyway.
No. And then the kids that they are birthing, you're stoning them to death on the trees.
Please tell me this man doesn't kill himself. Please tell me he died a horrific, murderous death. Because let me have him.
I'll keep you holding out for the end for that one.
Oh, God.
Rock eventually married every woman in the commune because, like most cults, like I said, the polygamy became a very huge thing. Like it first started being sprinkled in,
Mm-hmm.
like they don't start out that way and they sprinkle it in and then it becomes the whole cult's thing is polygamy.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to make sure that the prophet was fathering the entire next generation because even though they're not discussing the end of the world or when it's going to happen, I think he's still upholding that belief of like the end of the world's coming, we're going to survive and we need to repopulate the generations, you know. It was reported he would take multiple women back to his bed at a time. Um and the varying reports I did find was 20 to 23 children. I it wouldn't surprise me if it wound up being even more than that. And it was
Yeah.
8 or 9 official members that became his wives, but I'm pretty sure he was bringing more than just those wives back to his room. So knowing what fate that these kids had with Rock, a mother made the decision to leave her baby out in the cold one night to die, and his name was Eliezer Lavelli. So that was a mother's choice that she made because of that. And if you didn't think it could get worse, it actually does.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. He tried switching from punishment back to purification, like his original mission, right? Like now he's trying to like backtrack. Like, I don't know. Like, oh, what did he take a step back one day and was like all of a sudden, oh man, we're getting a little out of hand here. Maybe I need to purify my people.
Purify yourself, bitch.
Yeah, yeah. So to do this now, because he's trying to purify them, he would gather
Mm-hmm.
everyone around naked and whip them and beat them to rid them of their sins. He also believed now he had healing powers and began experimenting not only with different healing methods, but he began to experiment with surgeries, like full blown
No,
surgeries.
we're
Yeah.
not. We're not doing that. No,
Yeah, he does.
you are not a surgeon. You did not go to medical school. You are just a health nut and a nut in general. No.
Yeah. 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 Like I don't know. Like we'll never know and never understand where this man's brain was going, but also like you'll see as I tell you
I don't think
this.
he had one.
Yes. Touche. That's a good one.
Whatever is up there, uh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's
I
working
don't
off
know.
of.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't know. I don't know where his brain goes for these experiments and this one specific incident of a surgery, quote unquote surgery
Mm-hmm.
that he does. I have no idea, and I also don't know, man. Again, those other followers who are in on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's rough.
Yeah. I mean, I will say he did not really stand a chance at being a productive member of society based on his upbringing. He really did not stand a chance. But
No.
it does not excuse this level of anything. There is no excuse in this.
Um, we're already this far in, so I'll make my morbid joke that I was going to make was I didn't put it in here, but I was going to tell you that if you really think about it, Rock, everything that he did, the one thing he didn't do was disappoint his mother and become that priest because he, he technically became some kind of religious leader.
Yeah, I guess.
So
She should have been more specific.
he took it and he was like, "Mama, that's what you want. I got you."
My God.
Yeah. So, all right. So, brutal surgeries, guys. Okay, here we go. So, He injected one member with 94% ethanol in their stomach when they came for help with their stomach ache. So that was one experimental
Excuse
solution.
me?
Hmm.
Gas.
Yep.
That will make them feel better.
Yeah.
How did he inject that into their stomach?
I don't know. He does,
Is he
and
doing
you'll
an
see with
EBD on this person? Because
in this next gruesome thing that I tell you, he does put a tube down her throat and blow air into her stomach. So I don't know if that's how he wound up doing that.
I have to go.
I know this keeps getting worse because I'm trying to prepare you. It gets worse,
I am going
okay?
to go to my other job now.
I'm gonna go to my other job. I'm sorry.
Because, you know, a bad day there isn't as bad as this.
I'm back to I'm, I'm gonna live by that. You know what? Bad day at home ain't as bad as that. God damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I've had some bad days there.
I bet you have. You've committed many years to nursing now. So for you to say that, that's a
Mm-hmm.
big statement, guys. It's a big one.
Yeah.
So he performed his own circumcisions on the babies.
No.
One of
Oh.
them dying
I'm sure
days
they all got
later.
infected.
Yeah, one of them died days later after
My
the
God.
procedure. Hmm.
Those poor babies.
Yep. He removed teeth from members when they complained of toothaches.
Nope. I'll keep my toothache. Nope.
I'll keep yeah, that bitch could stay.
You ain't never hearing a complaint out of my mouth.
That's right. A member named Gabriel Nadeau went to Moses, or what they call Moses, for his healing powers for their multiple sclerosis, but they did end up dying, which was probably a shock for everybody because if they're believing everything he's saying, I mean, he is like, I am
Mm-hmm.
almighty healer here, like come to me with your ailments, I will heal you. And
But people are dying. Why are they still believing he's healing?
I don't know. I don't know. Uh, 2-year-old Samuel Geiger died after a beating and a
Oh
botched
my
surgery.
God.
A man named Guy Ver was accused of the beating and stood trial in the commune where he was found guilty. His punishment was Roch castrating him in hopes to purify him. Um, so he's that's a grown man. I mean, if he did really beat the child and stuff, but yeah. And again, I want to add in here that everything that I am telling you that he is doing to all of these people is without any kind of anesthesia.
Oh, I know.
He also does not have any
Where would he
kind of.
have gotten that from anyway? He ain't a doctor.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has no proper equipment or
Yeah.
tools or anything proper to be
Yeah. What is he
performing
even
surgery.
using out there in their commune?
He is using kitchen
I don't want to know.
utensils. Bitch, I'm gonna name them. He's using kitchen utensils. He's using tools like pliers, wire cutters, blow torches, and other stuff. So Ver, after being castrated, left the commune and was interviewed by police, where he told them what had happened to him. In December then of 1981, police arrested 7 members, including Roch, for the assault to Ver and the death of Samuel. Also, all the children were taken into custody, and I saw a varying report of the number
God.
of kids. Between 14 and 17 of them were taken out. All 7 members were found guilty of the crime, and 3 of them, including Roch, spent 9 months to a year in prison.
That's it.
Yeah, for castrating him, yeah. And beating a child to death. Or the death of the child. I don't know. because they probably said Ver beat the child to death, that they probably didn't
Mm-hmm.
get, in trouble for that. In 1985, about 5 years later, a child escaped and went to police about the sexual and physical abuse. So 9 more children were then removed and placed into foster care.
Why didn't they remove
Some
all of them?
they did the
Unless they were
14 to
hidden
7.
away or something.
I don't know if like they took the 14 to 17 kids and then 5 years later they have reproduced 9 kids and now the 9 kids are being
Maybe.
taken. Do you know what I mean? That's what I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking. Um and that maybe they
Yeah, it's
are
possible.
taking, yeah, all the kids at once as they're coming in and doing these.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know, like also if the police are coming in and taking these children, why is nothing at this point, nothing else is being brought to the attention,
Right.
you know?
And it's also shocking because I'm assuming all these women are giving birth in the commune.
Yeah, you're right, I didn't
Like
even
it's
think of
shocking that
that.
there hasn't been a single pregnancy complication that required medical attention. Like that's shocking.
That is, and I mean, to be honest, they I don't think they were probably just letting them,
Or they
like,
just died. I don't
yeah,
know.
that's what I'm guessing, is that they just let them die. But that's a good point, I didn't even think about that, that all these children that they are having, like, they're not, like, going through the proper steps of prenatal care and stuff, you know?
Right. Like who's delivering these babies? No one has any medical experience here.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's literally look at what the fuck he's doing. Like, he has no, he has no
Hmm.
idea.
Who's doing the APGAR score?
That's right. They probably, like, I picture in my head these cults, like, you know, somebody took on the midwife role like they knew what they were doing, but they really don't, like that's what I feel
Hmm.
like they probably were doing. And we're just popping out kids and hoping for the best here.
I guess.
Yeah. Some reports of abuse, where a 6-year-old reported that her and her mother would take turns pleasuring Roch with their hands.
Excuse me?
He, yeah, I know, I kind of dropped that in there. Um,
They should have cut it off.
right? Rip that motherfucker. I would ripped it. He doesn't need a clean cut.
Mm-mm. You didn't give anyone else a clean cut. Here's
No.
that blowtorch.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Let's see if these balls blow up, boy, with a blowtorch. God. He forced young boys to do the same thing to him and to other men. Roch paid a prostitute to do things to one of his sons, even.
So now we're bringing prostitutes into this commune?
Yeah, I saw that reported, and I don't know if it was like, because they were selling baked goods and things to bring money in to try and support themselves. So they're making trips to town, but I don't know if they're like designating who's going to town, or maybe he went, got the
Right.
prostitute, and brought it back to the commune for his son. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah. As punishment for something reported as a minor disobedience, and I'm sure it was minor, a member named Claude Allet had a rubber band put around his testicle until they swelled up, so Roch cut one of them off and cauterized the wound. In 1988, when Solange Boillard complained of a stomach ache, I don't know how, okay, Solange. I want to say her name right because she goes through some shit.
Solange?
Solange, is that what you would think?
Yeah. Because I think that's Beyonce's sister's name. Solange
Oh,
Knowles.
really?
I think
Oh,
so.
I didn't even know that.
She was in one of the
Okay.
Bring It On movies.
Oh shit. See?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know people's names. That is why I'm struggling right now. Okay. So in 1988, when Solange Boillard complained of a stomach ache, Roch took his obsession with surgeries to the next level.
No.
Yeah. He placed her naked body on the table where he repeatedly punched her in the stomach. He
Oh yeah,
then
that's
placed
surgery.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna solve her, her stomach ache. He's punching it.
It's not funny.
It's not.
I can't
It's
believe this is
not.
happening.
But yeah, people are believing him. Like there's other people in.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm reading and understanding, he's doing these surgeries. And things. Other people are in the room assisting him, and like
Oh god.
you're watching him punch somebody in the stomach, and you're like, yes, this Almighty is healing. Like, is that really what you're thinking?
There's no way.
No, how?
There's no. I mean, maybe there are people that are that stupid, but I I don't know because
I
that's
don't
what
know.
this is at this point. They're all just stupid
Yes,
to be
yes.
fought is going along with this. Like there's no other explanation.
No, like if ands or buts about it. This is torture. This is not
Mm-hmm.
surgery. He is not all healing, almighty.
Right. Before you entered this commune, did you not know what a hospital was and what proper procedures were?
Yeah.
You'd never
Anyway,
heard of that?
yeah,
So how is what you're seeing here okay with you for you?
yeah. I don't know. I don't understand brainwashing, but it was the brainwashing was strong with this one.
Oh yeah.
So he placed her naked body on the table, where he repeatedly punched her in the stomach, and then he placed a tube in her rectum to administer an olive oil and molasses enema.
What is that gonna do?
I I don't know. I don't know. He then cut her abdomen open with a dull kitchen knife and removed a part of her intestines with his bare hands.
No.
He then had, yeah, just reached on in there, grabbed them, and pulled them on out. He then had Gabrielle stitch her back up with needle and
I mean,
thread.
she was awake for all of this. I'm assuming, unless she passed out.
She probably, I would think she would have passed out at some point, but yeah, she is not
I
asleep. She is
hope for
not.
her sake she did.
God, I fucking hope so. I fucking hope so. He
This
then
is
had
horrific.
two women put a tube down her throat and blow air into it. She sadly died the next day from this
Oh, I
barbaric
wonder why.
surgery that he did. But I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. This still gets fucking worse. Okay. Um,
Like,
I know.
it
So
can't.
I'm telling you, here we go. You prepare yourself for this one, because this,
I
I
don't
will
think there is
say,
any preparing.
yeah, what I'm
I wasn't
about to.
prepared for any of this.
Well, then you're damn sure not prepared for this next sentence. Okay, like no matter how much I sit here and can prepare you, I
Does it
can't.
have to be said?
I can't prepare you. Okay. So, but this is, if you're still listening, if you're still hanging in here, this is
I'm
this.
sorry.
Yeah, for one, I am sorry, and
Yeah.
I'm doubly sorry for this next statement. But I do think this next statement is as bad as this gets. I think. so,
Okay. We're
so
at the tail end here.
yeah, he didn't stop there. He believed now that he had these powers to resurrect the dead. Now that she is dead,
But she's dead. Why do you think you can resurrect her?
I don't know. He's the prophet. God's telling him. I don't know.
You're the
So
shittiest prophet I've ever seen.
yes.
Nothing has gone right here, sir.
No, nothing. So he had other members saw off the top of her skull, and he then ejaculated on her brain to try and bring her back to life. But of course, that did not work. So she was then buried in the commune.
You know?
I tried to tell you I couldn't prepare you for that.
I mean, I'm glad she was dead already. That is a positive.
Yes, work with the
I'm
positives. I
trying to
like
look
your
at the
attitude.
positives here.
Yes, you're doing
That is a
it.
positive. She has no idea this happened. She was dead.
She was dead. Yeah.
Um, as far as the people that were there and witnessed this happening and did not intervene and be like, no, let's not try that. Um, I don't know.
Yeah.
What
I
does
also
he think is in his semen that's going to bring someone back to life? You think that because your semen creates a baby, you can bring someone back to life?
maybe that is where his mind went. I don't know. Maybe that is what he was thinking. That's a good theory that that's where his brain was going. Um,
That's probably not where his brain was going, though. He's probably, I want to do a fun little crazy experiment.
yes, it probably was an experiment. And like
Mm-hmm.
I want to point out like not that you haven't come to this conclusion already about how sick this motherfucker is, but how
Mm-hmm.
fucking sick is it that he could sexually get off and there is
That's true.
a dead woman that he killed in front of him with their
That is true.
skull sawed off and he is like that's it's a fucking image that I don't want to paint for
Mm-hmm.
anybody, but I'm just
Right.
saying like he is so sick that he could literally come to that finish line sexually
Yeah.
with himself over this. What a sick motherfucker. Most people can't even like look at a dead body.
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah. And Jeffrey Dahmer tried to create zombies, but this might be worse. I don't know.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
I mean
bad.
this especially because the religion was in on this, he probably wouldn't have used the word
Hmm.
zombie. But yeah, I mean pretty much what else is
Right.
he trying to sit here and do? Yeah.
And this is like where, like, if you're religious, that's all fine and good. But this is also proof that religion can take somebody down a very dark path too.
Yeah, especially
Like the people that take things the wrong
the
way.
wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taking you I'm pretty sure anybody who's listening knows our viewpoints, but we also you believe whatever you want, whatever makes you happy at the end of the day, guys, make yourself happy. That is all that matters. It is your life,
Hmm.
okay? You make
Right.
yourself happy. But it is
But
circumstances
you
like
cannot believe in this.
yeah, like what we're spewing to you
Mhm.
right now in this circumstance. He obviously took the words of the Bible and twisted them to whatever he
Yes.
wanted it to be and made it what it is. And that is what makes me sick about people in religion is when they do things like that and make it to their own
Yes.
narrative because then it does give everybody else the bad name, you know?
Hmm.
And this is pretty fucking bad. Like,
This is bad.
yeah. Yeah. Not long after this terrible incident in August of 1989, Gabrielle Lavelle escaped the commune and hitchhiked to the hospital. So she's the one that had her arm cut off. And she
Hmm.
tried to escape the first time. And so now this time she did it. Uh, at the hospital is where she was able to tell the police everything. But it took weeks for the police to find Roch because this little punk ass bitch hid out in the woods for weeks trying to avoid capture.
Oh, of course he did.
He was
I wish
caught.
a bear would have got him.
Right, damn. Like some like
Why were there no bears out that week?
I wanted him to find a bear though that was just like bored, like not necessarily hungry, looking to just like kill quick and eat a meal. I
Hmm.
wanted a bored bear that's just looking to play with him a little bit,
Yeah.
torture him, you know?
Hmm. And then a bobcat come along and help.
Yeah. And I hope one of them defecate on him.
That too,
Yeah,
since he's
that would
all
have
into pooping on people.
yeah. Yeah, I wish that would have happened, but it did not, unfortunately. He was caught by the police. In like he was in the woods and they caught him. And once he was caught, his first charges were for cutting off Gabriel's arm, which he pled guilty to and got 12 years for that. His next charges were for the murder of Solange. Is that what you said? Sorry, I forgot what you said.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Solange. Solange. After being found guilty, and many appeals later, it was in 1993 that Roch Thériault was sentenced to life in prison.
Not death.
Nah, it's Canada.
Come on, Canada.
Three of his wives, so Francine Leaflame, Chantal Labrie, and Nicole Rule, all moved closer to where Roch was being held in a New Brunswick prison. They wanted to stay as close to their Moses as possible. And while he was in prison, these 3 wives gave birth to 4 more children that were taken by the state and placed into foster care.
So they were doing conjugal visits.
Yep, this is just regular old conjugal visits, and they became pregnant.
These women all need to be arrested too.
Yeah, I do. I'm with you. I do think, especially like we're getting to this point that like
And maybe not prison. They need to go to
yeah,
a
something.
state-run mental hospital and never be released.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucked up too. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know. And I feel like also what's fucked up is that these women probably wouldn't be the people that they are if they had not met him and went into the commune. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but at the end of the day, there had to be something there
Yeah. Yeah.
that he fed on and pulled out of them
Yeah.
because they're still bad people at the end of the day because they let all this happen.
They did. You're right. Yeah. You're right. That it
There
was
is
in
still a
there.
little something bad there.
Yeah, that came out of them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They are guilty. Yeah. In 2000, he was transferred to another prison that was lower security in New Brunswick. He tried to get parole but was denied. He tried selling his artworks, poetry, and various religious literature that he had wrote on murderauction.com, which was an American website at the time.
Ew, no
And
one
but
wants to see that.
yeah, like listen, I talked about morbid curiosity earlier and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I still wouldn't have spent my money on murderauction.com at least.
No.
Maybe I would have peeked at it to see what was on auction, but I wouldn't have swiped my card. It didn't take long for Canada authorities to shut that down, though. They're like, absolutely not.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Then on February 26, 2011, at the age of 63, Roch was stabbed by his 60-year-old cellmate, Matthew McDonald, with a homemade shiv. After Matthew McDonald stabbed him, he went up to the guards and said, quote, "That piece of shit is down on the range. Here's the knife. I've sliced him up." End quote.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
You just did the world a favor.
Yes. Yes, bitch. Yes.
Or did he die?
And that is the day that the reign of Roch, the Ant Hill Kids cult leader, ended.
You know, I am a believer in you reap what you sow.
Yes.
So he deserved that death.
I hope that man stabbed him a few times and he laid on that ground and bled out while he
I hope it
went.
was more than a few.
Yeah, man.
I hope flashbacks of what he did to all his victims flashed through his eyes
Yeah.
as this was happening.
Yeah. I hope that man gutted him for what he did to Solange. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck him.
He should have ripped his intestines out.
Yeah. Piece of shit. And
Wow.
Matthew, the guy who stabbed him was already in in prison for life.
Oh yeah, he didn't care. He was
Yeah, so like
I'm
he
already
was
here.
like yeah, he was yeah. So hell
He
yeah.
does get a gold star for that though.
Yeah. I mean some people just
Like the
really,
guy that took out Ian Watkins.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
are a prisoner, you're a bad guy, but you get a gold star for that.
Yeah. And you know what? Bad people every once in a while need a little stab and tickle, okay?
Yeah.
So
Give them a taste of their own medicine.
yeah. Well, I hope you guys made it through this episode.
I hope you
know
stick around. Like
yeah.
I hope you didn't just, write us off and like, I'm done with these people.
Yeah. Welcome to 2026 with Lurking in the Shadows.
Because I thought the Colleen Slemmer episode was bad, and whew,
Yeah, that one was rough. If you guys didn't listen to that episode,
that one was very rough.
yeah. And if you morbidly I don't want to use the word liked, but you know what I'm trying to say here. Like, if this
Mm-hmm.
one entertained you, I guess being entertained by this is also a bad word to use. I don't know what word
Yeah,
to use.
that's not the word either. If this educated you,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, in crazy stuff that is going on in the world and what
Yeah,
people are capable of.
then maybe uh you would be interested in checking out our other episode. But um I hope this didn't scare you away, honestly.
Yeah.
It's still a
Believe
story
me,
that
this is a one of its kind episode.
yeah, I really hope there is a if I randomly pick this, guys. I want you to know, like, when we pick our episodes and we don't have a theme going on, I kind of just go
Mm-hmm.
through our cases list and I'm like, okay, and I saw like cult. I was like, hey, haven't done a cult in a hot minute. Let's check this out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went down a path I didn't know that I was walking down, honestly.
Yeah, that was a dark path.
Yeah, it
There
was.
was no
It's been a
moonlight,
dark
nothing.
December for me. It really has.
Yeah.
But
And we hope you enjoyed our December episodes.
yeah, our little Christmas thing.
It was kind of a don't know December because
Yeah,
they were pretty much all mysteries
yeah.
and unsolved.
Were they?
Yeah.
Damn.
Even the Hitchhiker True Crime and Dime, they were all unsolved except for the last one that you told.
Wow. You know what? That's kind of. I'm glad you pointed that out because, like, you need to put in perspective. We, for one, didn't try that, like, obviously,
Yeah, just
but
kind of how it worked out.
to put in
Just like our
perspective,
brutal November, which
I
is
know it
kind
was
of how it
brutal.
worked out.
Yeah, it was brutal November. Um, it that just puts in perspective, and we kind of just like pick those cases and like with the themes of the holiday or whatever. That tells you how many unsolved freaking murders there really are out there because we didn't even try it.
Hmm.
We didn't even try that.
Yeah.
It just happened
Hmm.
that all of them wound up
Yep.
being unsolved murders. That tells you how many are out there and again why we do this. All these unsolved
Hmm.
murders tell their stories. You never know when this podcast could show up on somebody's feed one day and they fucking know something. We never know.
Yeah. Like, man, my uncle told me a story about that a long time ago. Maybe I should call police. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. You never know. When it like
Yeah.
triggers a memory you didn't know you had even.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm glad we could get those out there. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Again, sorry for your therapy. Don't send me the bill.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video somehow, give it a good old thumbs up.
And turn on the bell to be notified of future uploads. Subscribe and keep lurking around for our next video. Bye.
Bye.